Nishant.
Hello, ma'am. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
All right. Okay. I'm so glad to get you here today in the podcast because you have been our, what do you call, the student, the star student who has achieved the CLB 7 score. Okay. And that is like a fantastic achievement. And hence, I thought that today I would invite you for this podcast so that we could have some interesting conversations, right? Okay.
It's my pleasure to be here in this podcast and share my experience and
Yeah. So, Nishant, when we got to know so we knew that you were preparing for the TEF, right? And when you shared your results, it was so overwhelming for you as well. I mean, this is
yes,
something which is like a big achievement, right? And we as language school also, it was absolutely a milestone and achievement for us that our students achieving this, and you are one of them. So I'm very curious to know your journey when you decided to, take up the TEF exam. Okay. So how do you feel achieving your CLB 7 score?
So initially, when I saw my result, I was not able to believe that I nailed it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I paused for like few minutes, and then I thought it's been like 1 year. I've been working so hard behind like in achieving one particular goal, and I nailed it at the end. But it took a lot of effort.
I'm
So
sure. I mean, a lot of effort in achieving the score.
I messaged all my teachers, my loved ones, and shared this a moment of happiness at that time.
Absolutely. So, when that you have achieved this milestone, I'm sure there is always, behind the stage story. When I say behind the stage story is the kind of efforts, preparation. So, how did you manage to basically, prepare for the exam along with your daily schedule?
So initially, when I started my French journey, to be honest, in last June 2024. So that time I was trying to do self-study at the beginning. I was looking some videos at YouTube and trying to get materials from my friends. And then I got contact with one of the language school coordinator, and then I enrolled myself with language school. And after like enrolling myself, I got one structure that I was lacking initially. And slowly, when I started learning grammar with Janvi ma'am, she explained me very well like how to proceed further at level B1 and B2. I was taking lectures from her at level A1, A2, and then she explained me like basic concept in a clear manner. So that helped me a lot. And then I was working also full time, like
That's
40 hours per
my
week.
question. Yeah, that's exactly my question
Yes.
is. I mean, it
So
must have been a very difficult journey for you, right? Achieving
yes.
your goal, preparing for TEF, and then managing your work schedule.
Yes. So initially, while I was doing like full-time job, like during daytime, at night time I was taking classes from the language school, and my goal was initially simple that whatever I'm learning in class, I will repeat it by myself. I'll try to repeat it as many times as possible in order to get myself like immersed with this new language, because it
Yes,
was entirely new for me.
yes.
Even I didn't know how to say bonjour.
Yeah, I
And
know.
yeah,
Yeah,
so
I
it
mean,
was
that's
like
what,
wonderful.
right? Yeah, that's what, right? I mean, you start from basics. Imagine, I mean, your journey, you start from basic and then achieving a CLB 7 score. But, I want to ask you is then when you decided to take up the TEF exam, thought of preparing for it, how did you think of, choosing the language school?
So I was looking for like one academy that help me in building my strong base
Yeah.
that I was lacking initially. So I saw some Instagram post while I was scrolling one day, and yeah, I saw the language school. So I just messaged them, and the coordinator immediately she contacted me in 24 hours, and yeah, she guided me since then.
And see how, you joined language school and your journey started for TEF preparation, right?
Yes,
So, when you started with, I think Janvi ma'am, right, your trainer. Uh,
yes.
so, how did her, training in terms of the language helped you in preparing for the exam?
So initially, I forgot to mention. Initially, I started with CP ma'am, but as my schedule was not matching with her day-to-day classes, and she was very honest with me since beginning. So she told me real picture instead of saying that no, you will do it. And so she told me that you will need this in order to progress. And then, as it was not like my work schedule was not matching with her classes, so my coordinator facilitated me another instructor, and she was Janvi ma'am. And with Janvi ma'am, her approach was like more structure based with grammar. So she she was preparing PPTs for each and every lecture,
Okay.
and yeah, and she was also encouraging students to take notes, and that was really helped me a lot.
Oh,
I was taking notes at the same time she was giving instructions,
yeah.
and she was like getting along with our pace of learning, and that was something yeah, I'm grateful about.
Which is so important, right? So do you
Yes.
think that you want to give you want to say that any particular tip from your trainer and from language school that helped you in the preparation for the exam?
So while I was preparing for TET exam, after my first attempt, actually I had two attempts.
Okay.
In first attempt, I got CLB 6,
Okay, which
like
is,
5, 6, 6, 7 in each modules.
yeah.
And then after my first attempt, I was sure that yeah, I'll achieve it, but it will take more structured approach. So Bella ma'am, my main concern was speaking, because like initially, while I was concerned that I'm not speaking English very well, so how I'll do French, right?
Yeah.
So Bella ma'am was someone who, and Sagar sir as well. Like initially, up to my first attempt, Sagar sir was with me, and he was the one instructor with whom I started speaking French, actual French
Okay.
from English. So it was a transition period for me. And then Bella ma'am uh, told me one like wonderful tip, that you have to prepare your monologues. You have to initially uh, you have to like stop thinking that I have time constraint. Initially, just focus on your content, focus what you will speak, plan very well, and then speak. So
Oh.
initially, I took my time, and slowly we reduced time over the period, and at the end, yeah, I was able to speak very fluently and clearly.
Amazing. That's really fantastic. So, TEF exam obviously has 4 sections, right? So, any particular section you found it challenging?
So for me, honestly, I was like in a real exam,
Mm.
I found reading difficult. But
Great. Okay.
for my entire period of preparation, reading was very easy for me because I have been reading a lot. But on the exam day, reading was really challenging.
Okay.
While I was thinking about speaking as a
Mm.
challenging part, but it was easy. So yeah, it was like a reverse process for me, a reverse thing.
But that's awesome, because if you have
Yes,
ultimately built up your confidence also in spoken French, which is going to help you in the country which you're residing right now, right? So that's
yes,
amazing. So, so overall, what I see is it's quite inspiring, your story, to be very honest. And when you what you decided right from beginning, and your journey achieving CLB 7, you joining the language school, and the kind of preparation you got, for the exam, and your own efforts of self study. I think it's been really amazing, Nishant, and that's why we can see this CLB 7 score, what you have achieved today. And we are really proud of you. And as I would really say, that you are our star student of the language school. And I'm sure because of you, lot of students who are aspiring to give the TEF exam for achieving the CLB 7 score are definitely going to go ahead with your inspiration and be part of the language school, right? Okay. Um,
Yes.
One last thing I want to ask you is there any particular, advice or tip you want to give to the students who plan to join the language school for TEF preparation?
So for like I have a couple of tips. Like first of all, I would say uh, follow the process. Whatever your instructor is like instructing you, they've got that experience, so they know, like because they've like interacted with too many students like me who cleared TF exam with their help. So whatever process they suggest, that would be state of the art. So that's the first thing. And second thing, uh, believe in process. Some days, one will not feel that I want to study, but that is the time when actually one has to study in order to cross
Absolutely.
that line.
Absolutely, I totally agree. Yeah, and it's both, right. The way the language school has prepared you for the exam, and plus your own effort, and that has given you your achievement of CLB 7 score. Fantastic, Nishant. Just it was really nice interacting with you, and I wanted to talk to you and understand your inspirational journey with the language school for achieving your goal. Thank you very much for taking out time today to be with me, to have that interaction. I'm sure this is going to inspire all the students across who plan to join language school. Thank you very much.
Thanks to you, ma'am, and thanks to Language School.